To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Today, we are talking about the Disneyland Cinematic Universe. Not quite the same thing, but you'll see where I'm going in just a second. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Haunted Mansion, same universe. And how, you ask, are they connected? When you board Pirates of the Caribbean, look up and you'll see a sign. That sign is how The Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean are connected. And what is this sign? What ties these two classic Disney attractions together and places them in the same universe? Lafitte's Landing. And this thing in New Orleans Square. But we'll talk about that later. Big thanks to Long Forgotten Haunted Mansion for coming up with this theory. Let's get into it. Let's talk about that bricked up archway for a second. Along the riverfront of the rivers of America, in front of the Haunted Mansion, if you look down and to the left, you'll see a sunken, bricked up archway. Above the archway are numbers that spell out the year 1764. Now you're probably asking yourself, what's so important about the year 1764? Well, that, my listeners, is when the Sugar Act was passed in Great Britain. What is the Sugar Act? I don't know. But back to the archway, Kevin Yee, he's a Mice Chat guy I think, claimed that there was originally a plan to unify the two rides in New Orleans Square into one nice cohesive story, and that bricked up archway was originally supposed to lead to a dead pirate's tomb full of treasure underneath the Haunted Mansion. What pirate? It's Jean Lafitte, like Lafitte's Landing! Oh my... The tomb was to be Jean Lafitte, the Pirate King's tomb, underneath the Haunted Mansion, which would tie the two rides, Pirates of the Caribbean and Haunted Mansion, together. But not only would it tie Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion together, but also Tom Sawyer Island. That's right, the crypt would lead to some sort of pirate's lair on Tom Sawyer Island, eh? Pirate's lair, eh? Oh, but you must be asking, oh, where did they get the number 1764 from? Was it from the British Sugar Act of 1764? No, it wasn't. I still don't know what the Sugar Act is. Stop asking. Now, this is the biggest hole in the theory, the biggest plot hole, so, I mean, it's a bit of a stretch, but it originates from removing 200 years from the birthday of the Imagineer who worked on New Orleans Square, Matt McKim, born in 1964, which, you know, I don't know why they do that. It's kind of confusing to me, but you know what, moving along. One other reference to Jean Lafitte lies where the Petite Patisserie is now. What did the Petite Patisserie used to be called? It's Lafitte's Silver Shop, ladies and gentlemen. It's all coming together. It's all coming together now. It all comes back to the pirate guy. You see, this is all even backed up by an Imagineer, Eddie Soto. He was quite the big boy on campus when it came to Walt Disney Imagineering, but he vouches for this entire theory, so I mean, there's something there. Basically what the plan was, and there's still concept art of this, was you would go to the Haunted Mansion, enter a sort of crypt, and there'd be a bunch of skulls down there, you know, kind of like the Parisian catacombs. You'd keep following that tunnel till you popped up on Tom Sawyer Island, and Fort Wilderness would be replaced with an upturned pirate ship. And all of this would have combined Pirates of the Caribbean, the Haunted Mansion, and Tom Sawyer Island into the Disneyland Cinematic Universe. Or the Disneyland Attraction Universe, you know, whatever. So what I've given you so far are the facts. But the mystery doesn't stop there. The rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper. As you're wandering around the esplanade of New Orleans Square in front of the rivers of America, perhaps you've noticed a sort of anchoring theme. There's an anchor sitting in a flower bed. There's an anchor. And who does that anchor belong to? I will give you one guess. If you guess Jean Lafitte, come on down! You're our lucky winner! It belongs to Jean Lafitte! It just keeps going. That anchor has been around Disneyland since opening day, and the plaque has remained the same ever since. Now, is this some sort of coincidence? Probably, yeah. And now we head back to Tom Sawyer Island, where Pirate's Lair currently resides. Well, I mean, at the time of making this video, it's technically closed because they're building Star Wars Land, but that's besides the point. Now, is this Pirate's Lair some sort of cheap cash-in on the Pirates of the Caribbean film franchise? Definitely, yes. But, remember what I said earlier? Secret tunnels underneath Tom Sawyer Island? Pirates, skulls, hidden treasure? Yeah, it's kind of ringing a bell. There is a special place on Tom Sawyer Island where they store things for Fantasmic. A very peculiar place with a very peculiar name. What is the name of the building? Lafitte Tavern, ladies and gentlemen! It's Jean Lafitte back for another round. Now here's something pretty interesting that we'd all like to forget about. The Haunted Mansion motion picture starring Eddie Murphy. Wait, hear me out. Before the movie was released, they put out a backstory to Gracie Manor, the Haunted Mansion from the movie. Apparently, Captain Ambrose Gracie was a ship trader. He traded with various companies in order to make a living and, eventually, build a mansion. Now, one of his business partners who helped him earn some money was a certain pirate lord, should I say, who smuggled some goods for him on the side and helped him earn a little extra coin to build the mansion. Now, you're probably asking yourself, who is this pirate lord? Who helped him build the mansion? Jean Lafitte! See, the movie is not canon with the rides, so I'm pretty sure this was just an allusion to the fact that all three rides were supposed to be connected at some point. Very interesting nonetheless. Some more backstory for you. In 2006, Doombuggies.com premiered an exclusive audio file called Nuptial Doom, which was an elaborate retelling of the original backstory for the Haunted Mansion, based on Ken Anderson's old sea captain tale. You remember that one with like Captain Gore, and it was supposed to be a walkthrough, and like the floor would get all wet? That's the original mansion, that one. All told, by the way, by the voice actor of Constance, the ghost bride in the attic. Also, keep that whole attic thing in mind, we're gonna be going up there pretty soon. In the story, it is mentioned that Captain Gore was an old friend of Jean Lafitte himself. Here's another little connection. Andrew Jackson fought alongside Jean Lafitte during the Battle of New Orleans. You know, they were old comrades, old buddies. And if you stopped by Tom Sawyer Island, you could see Andrew Jackson there. Eventually they took those out, but where did they put the costumes, you ask? Where did they put the costumes of Andrew Jackson, friend of Jean Lafitte from Tom Sawyer Island? Where did they put those costumes? The attic of the Haunted Mansion! They put it inside the Haunted Mansion! Which just further ties together these three attractions. Oh, and did I mention the chair yet? No, I did not mention the chair. I'm gonna mention the chair. Take a look at these 4 images. Interesting, huh? But rewind a couple years. 2006 to be exact. Used to be an old Pirates of the Caribbean stage show with comedy, singing, you know, the whole Disneyland deal. But a part of the set was the old April through December changing portrait from, you guessed it, the Haunted Mansion. Why would they include a Haunted Mansion changing portrait in a Pirates of the Caribbean themed show? Because they're both located in New Orleans Square? Yes. Probably, but put your tinfoil hats on, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. When they removed the original April through December changing portrait, what do you think they replaced it with? What did they replace it with? I rest my case. Actually, I don't. There's more. There's actually not that much more. It's just a newspaper clipping on the board for Pirates Lair that says that Jean Lafitte used to make Tom Sawyer Island his base. Pretty cool, I guess. But this all begs the question, was this on purpose? Are they trying to bring back the mega theme of New Orleans Square? No. Honestly, I think they're just reusing props because that's what Disney does. But that isn't to say that they are not paying homage to the original idea of New Orleans Square. One giant unified land where Pirates of the Caribbean, the Haunted Mansion, and Tom Sawyer Island were all part of the same story. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this little theory video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want some more of these. I'm trying to push out a new video as quick as possible, probably once a week. That sounded gross, but you know what I mean. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know what you thought. Alright, see you next time, everyone. And before you get all riled up in the comments, yes, I do know it's pronounced John Lafitte, alright? It's too late now.